This was the summer palace and country estate, where the Sultan and his family went when they needed some R&R, a sort of medieval version of a wellness retreat. It stands apart from the Alhambra palaces and is a 15-minute stroll uphill through cypress tree-lined avenues and terrace gardens. What you see is not strictly a Moorish structure. Much of it was added by Spanish aristocratic owners in the 19th century. The upper floors at either end of the courtyard, the windows in the courtyard wall and the long rows of fountains were all later additions. The best view is when you first enter. If you stand behind the 5 slender arches of the portico, you look straight down a central pool through arched jets of water towards the Generalife. It's a perfectly symmetrical and beautifully balanced view, framed by bougainvillea and hedged myrtle and cypresses. The walkway on your left has a series of 18 arched windows, with yet more views, looking across to the Alhambra. We went here at the very end of our Alhambra visit. Unlike the Nasrid palaces, you don't have to book a time slot for the Generalife. Leaving this part till the end worked really well because we had no time constraints and were free to enjoy the gardens. It is such a tranquil area that it would not have been the same if we were rushing through it at the start of our visit and trying to keep an eye on the time. Instead, we were able to wander through long shady topiary arches and stroll through the Generalife corridors and gardens. Interestingly, on the slopes below the Generalife, heritage vegetable gardens have been reintroduced. In medieval times, these gardens would have supplied the palaces with all sorts of produce, such as beans, herbs, aubergines and artichokes, fruits and pomegranates, walnuts and almonds. Many of the plants would have served medicinal purposes as well as food supplies. As we made our way from the upper gardens to the lower ones, we came across the unusual escalera de agua, water stairs. This was a strange combination of water feature and staircase. The handrails had wide channels which allowed a constant flow of water to tumble down the 3 flights. Tickets: you can buy tickets separately for entry to the Generalife only, but most people buy the general entry ticket, €14.85, which gives access to the whole Alhambra complex. Make sure you keep your entry ticket handy because you'll need to show it at the Nasrid palaces and the Alcazaba as well.